Ah, okay. I pushed the button, didn't I? I don't know how much of that you heard. Oh my gosh. This is the thing about doing live videos. Okay. That green light is on. Let me go back. All right. First of all, you've seen my surprise, which is my coronavirus glove, which I've got on, disposable glove, because I'm at the Tesla supercharger. You see it back there? Where is it? Well, there. Okay, there it is. Tesla supercharger. And you can see here I'm charging. All right. So let's continue where I left off. Actually, let's recap you back to see what I forgot. I was thinking about what I said earlier. I mentioned in the last video it takes a long time for this to develop, for you to be healthy, to have a strong immune system, and that you better be prepared. And now everybody's got this thing front and center. Everyone's a captive audience and they're like watching the world, get hit by this pandemic of a virus and who's going to survive. And I mentioned before that maybe it's too late to do anything about it. You got to do something in advance. Yeah, we're still on. So I talked to Gwen Whitaker of Green Fair Organic Cafe, which is the healthiest restaurant in the world. They're located in Herndon, Virginia. Hello, Gwen, if you're out there watching. Thanks for the talk. And she did mention to me that how surprised she is to see an incredibly fast change when people adopt the correct diet. It happens within a few days. So maybe it's not too late for you guys. If you're not out there and you're not eating the correct diet, and we described in the last video, and I'll summarize it for you here in just a minute, it's not too late to change, and you should change right away. That is a fully organic, whole food, plant-based diet, minimally processed plants, no chemicals, no weird ingredients, no highly processed ingredients such as oils, and low fat. That's one of the most important things some people can't do. Low fat, no more than 10 to 15% of all calories from fat. Okay, you got to do that part. Otherwise, your BMI is going to be too high. It's going to throw your body off balance, and you may end up with diabetes. Okay, I've been seeing some of this stuff being, around on the internet that's misinformation. People saying that if you eat vegan, you won't get diabetes. That's not true. If you eat junk food stuff all the time, you're going to get diabetes. It doesn't matter if it's vegan or not. And I've seen people say, oh, if you're not exercising, you're not going to get heart disease. That's also not true. Okay, you can't out-exercise a bad diet, and unless you're running a marathon a day, which nobody can sustain, nobody can come even close to that. And the thing is, if you're eating a bad diet, it's going to catch up to you. Diet is what causes heart disease. The main benefits of aerobic exercise, there's a little bit of health benefits outside of this, but it's mainly psychological, okay, and chemical and balance points and stuff like that, antidepressant type properties. So anyway, Gwen was reminding me of this. So why don't you guys if you're not doing it now, do it right now. This is your wake-up call, Get out there, eat mostly whole plants, turn this thing around. There's so much misinformation, like I said. If you want to make yourself resistant to this pandemic, this virus that's going around, which you likely will get, because everybody's going into quarantine now. I'd say that's what's happening. Quarantine time. You definitely want to do this. It's going to be a significant factor in you not being negatively impacted by this disease that is famous. Well, all diseases like this, all viruses like this are famous for knocking out people who are not at their optimal health. But don't think that even if you've been immunely compromised for a decade or more, you can change this in a couple days. I am serious. I'm here to tell you this. If you don't believe it, please comment and tell me why. Because I'm certain that you can do this if you follow it. Have you followed what I'm talking about? That's the important thing. Have you got on a whole food, plant-based, organic, low-fat diet? That's the thing, okay? You've got to do it. Do it right now. You don't need to be, even if you're just all vegan, you don't need to be eating all those nuts, seeds, and avocados, okay? You just don't need to be eating them, and they're throwing you out of balance, and just eating them alone, if you're eating them in excess, may cause diabetes in you, okay? So it's important to keep learning. That's the real takeaway from this episode is keep learning. Never stop learning. Do your research, and if again, I mentioned in the last video, if you're ready to start cooking because you got time on your hands, go to our website, aPlantBasedDiet.org. Click on healthy recipes. If you don't want to cook and you just want to order in some healthy food, and no matter where you are, go to, there's a healthy prepared food section on our website where you can order some of that. If you're in Northern Virginia, like Gwen's restaurant, go to Green Fair Organic Cafe. Definitely go there. That is absolutely the healthiest restaurant in the world. It is more important than ever to patronize restaurants like that right now, not only for them so that they get financial backing that you're a supporter, but also because for your health. Okay, if you're not going to cook the stuff yourself, if you're not going to buy the right prepared foods, at least go out somewhere that's going to give you the right foods, and somewhere that can heal you in a matter of days. Just by going to that Green Fair Organic Cafe restaurant in Herndon, Virginia, you could be healed in a matter of days. That's how powerful this restaurant is. That's how powerful the food is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've never eaten this way, and please consider this. And that's all I can say is you got to consider it. And I want to show you. Let me turn this camera around here in a second. Let me flip this thing around if I can do this with my glove. I haven't eaten it yet, but this is what I'm going to be eating. I'm eating some organic blackberries and organic blueberries. Look at these. This is what I'm going to be eating for my next meal. This is what you want to be eating. Whole foods, organic foods, low-fat foods. And remember, from my last video, I said, it is Dr. Neil Barnard who's talking about diabetes being a fat disease. You've got to keep it down. It'll keep you in balance. It's exactly what you need. And I think I need to get out of here. I've got enough range on here. Let's go over here and unhook the car. Let me flip this camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I've got to use my glove. I'm going to put the microphone down while I do this. But this is what you want to do, right? You want to, even at a Tesla supercharger, you know how many germs are on this thing? This is like shaking hands with 20 or 30 people. So if you want to be safe, this is the only way to do it. I know this is kind of wasteful because these are like single-use gloves. But maybe there's a way I can reuse it. But here we go. All right. Well, now, of course, my glove is touching my microphone, so I don't know how much that actually did, how much that actually helped me out. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you're getting ready to start investing some money. The stock market is down like another 2,000 points today, which is good news according to my last video. You guys who don't have enough money saved up, you can start investing, and this has to happen anyway. And it's all because of this pandemic. So stay healthy out there, people. We'll see you in the next video.